Does Raikou overstacking make sense? That is the question that I will be covering in this video. I am starting the Flower Festival this week, and this prior week I've been running Raikou and 4 berry focused Pokemon. And then the main skill of Raikou is the Helper Boost, and my Raikou has main skill level 2, and I haven't run a single electric type, and so it's been rather weak. It's been giving 3 boosts every time, and so that's not particularly strong. However, there are a couple of questions that I do want to explore in this video as I collect the berries and ingredients. And so, yeah, I don't know if I have to collect these before I move on to the new area, which is also going to be Snowdrop. The information on Comfey just dropped, and I'm super happy that I'm at Snowdrop this week. So yeah, this one I for sure don't have to pop, but I guess we're just gonna do it. So one of the bigger questions that I want to figure out in this video is if the Raikou is also gonna trigger ingredient drops in the overstacking. This was a question that Brovini presented to me. Most likely it is some bad data that he's been given, in my opinion. And so I think overall, as I systematically pop these Pokemon, we should be getting some really solid data on whatever is happening with the overstacking. So essentially what happens is, once a Pokemon's inventory is full, you go into sneaky snacking. And then Raikou's skill will give 3 extra productions at the level and setup that I have every time that the skill is triggered. And because the Pokemon are in overstacking their sneaky snacking, then all of those skill triggers will just stack on top, and the limit there is 999 ingredients and berries. But because they have a full inventory and are sneaky snacking, and then the skill is triggered, in my opinion, it makes sense that it's only going to be berries that the Pokemon are going to find. One of the Pokemon here, my Tyranitar, is in specific going to really tell us a lot about this, because it drops a tremendous amount of beans. And yeah, if there's a lot of beans, then that would be an indication that the Raikou somehow will also give you ingredients in the overstacking. I don't think that's the case, but that's what we're here to figure out. Okay, so you can see I got 830,000 from sneaky snacking. It was sneaky snacking the whole week, so that is pretty good. And I was also not running a healer. And yeah, this one is gonna update as I go into the sleep report later in another video, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll get the other candies later on. And I am going back to Snowdrop, so you can see that my area bonus is 50%. It is gonna be a wild week. This is my best area. Salads is my best dish, and all my salad focused Pokemon have favored berry on this island. So this is pretty strong. I am gonna pop a good camp ticket right after we've done all of these interesting deep dives here. So the first thing I want to make sure here is I cannot pop. And also yesterday night I switched in the Dedenne and I sub-skill seeded it, and by sheer luck, so I have Helping Speed S and Skill Trigger S, I sub-skill seeded and it became Skill Trigger M, so that was huge. Okay, first thing I want to go through is just the stats of my Pokemon. This was something that Brovini was requesting, and that could be good. Obviously the Dedenne here won't really have anything to do with this analysis, so here's my Glaceon. It's got Berry Finding, level 27, and it does not have the Cacaos yet, so it's just 1 milk. And we have the Ditto here. Some of these I have leveled up throughout the week, but I don't think that's gonna matter much because that's just the berry value. But yeah, inventory and berry finding. And you can see the ingredient up nature. It's got 2 oil, 3 leeks. Then we have the Walrein. It's got oil, 3 sausage. It's got the berry finding and the adamant nature. Then I have my Tyranitar. It's the ABA ingredient list. It's got the berry finding, the inventory owl, and the ingredient finding up nature. And that's it. So those are the Pokemon. And essentially, I have been running Raikou. You've seen it in all the other videos. And it was just yesterday night so that I have another proc here on the Dedenne. Or a proc at all, to see if I can crit that breakfast that's coming up. So, the next thing I need to do here is I need to check my bag. And I have 591 ingredients. Just to make this a good comparison, I'm going to drop 1 apple. And I'm going to use 1 ingredient ticket. That puts me exactly at 600 ingredients. And so I won't be able to collect any of the ingredients at all. So the first Pokemon I do want to pop here is the Tyranitar. If I'm not mistaken, there was one of the Pokemon that I mistakenly popped. So I haven't collected anything, but I think the skill got done. Okay, let's see it, everyone. The Tyranitar. That is a lot of collection. Okay, so I don't know exactly how I should go about it, but if I do a big swipe, I'm hoping that the ingredients will just gather up nicely here in a number and then get rejected. But we could have a look at that. And then we want to have the berry number here clear as well. No, it's just a heap of beans. And 80. Holy smokes. That is so many beans. I think this is almost indicative of the hypothesis that Brovini brought forward. I've never seen this many beans on my Tyranitar ever. That's huge. Oh man. I'm almost wondering if I should cook breakfast now just to do it. You know what? I think I'll have to do the breakfast. I don't think I want to pop the Dene just because it could ruin a little bit on the numbers. Just have to think a little bit here. The Dene will give no ingredients, but it's going to give berries. No ingredients because the ingredient bag is full. And so the Tyranitar dropped around 80 berries. Let's see here. Got basic 2. There's going to be a lot of clicking in this video, but overall, like if you're deep into Pokemon Sleep, this video is going to be super interesting for you. Okay, so there's the Dedenne, no skill trigger. And actually, I'm not going to collect any of those. And at that point, I'm going to cook the breakfast just to see where we're at. Let's see here, we got the Ninja Salad, and I have collected a lot of cacao. Oh, hang on. At that point, I do need to do the good camp ticket. And because all of my Pokemon have full inventories, except the Tyranitar, well, the Tyranitar kind of is interesting. I need to go fast here so that the Tyranitar doesn't mess up my numbers here. So, good camp ticket. Now my pot is going to be huge. Okay, let's see it, everyone. Got salads and 1.5 strength because of the event bonus. So, got 381. Ah, it's the Sunday bonus where I cross 400. All right. Well, I guess I can just start filling up the pot here. I think potentially I should go and use all the tails and all the cacao. And I should probably dip into the sausage a little bit, but I think potentially the herbs is a good idea too. I'm probably going to run out of ingredients here before anything happens, but yeah. So what's interesting now is once I have cooked this dish, I can collect all the ingredients and we can actually say definitively whether or not the Raikou does give you ingredients as well, which is so strange. 1 apple, 10 honey, bunch of sausage. Are there any other ingredients here that are good value? Not really. Mostly just ingredients to get rid of. Yeah, well, I guess the herbs. Oh, I have almost 100 left. Wow, this is a huge dish. If I crit this one, that would be insane, but I don't think that's likely. At the very least, I do get the 1.5 multiplier here, so that is going to be huge. Okay, actually running out of ingredients here to use as fillers. I guess I can dip into... Not gonna use any other mushrooms. Those I stacked up last week. But yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of beans from the Tyranitar. Alright, let's see it, everyone. Is it gonna be crit or what? Big dish coming up. If it crits, it should be like 340,000, something like that. It's a huge dish. Oh, come on, game. I haven't had a couple crits in a while. No crits. Oh man, that would have been huge. 300k easy. Okay, so 160,000, pretty good. I'm gonna cook ninja salad every meal of every day this whole week. I'm gonna switch up my teams in a later video, but yeah. So, got a little bit of healing here. Straight to grade 4. I was about to say ultra, but that was a green grass. Okay, so we have basic 3. I guess this is a little bit of lag from the other one. Okay, so wait, did it glitch on me? It was not happy with my meal, but let's see it. So here is the Tyranitar. That's a lot of ingredients. Let's see it. So 219 is it? 219. Okay. Let me collect from the Tyranitar. It's still in the same spot. Let's see it, everyone. That is so many beans, man. 219 to 289. $70 ingredients. My inventory is 47. All right. That's a pretty solid data point that pretty much proves it, that the Raikou does indeed trigger ingredients and not just berry, even in the overstacking. Okay, next up is the Glaceon, I guess. We pop into the bag here, 289. It's not going to be as clear though, because it's a skill specialist. It's a lot of berries, man. Probably should have popped that beforehand, but it didn't crit, so it's fine. Okay, that was a lot of berries. Let's see it in the ingredients. So it went from 289 to 301, which is 12 milk. That's not too big. Definitely not as definitive, though, as the Tyranitar. That was pretty crazy. Okay, the Ditto is another interesting Pokemon. Let's go to the Ditto. But to an extent, I probably do want to wait around here until it's done eating. Or I can just collect at a particular point in time. I don't remember what the ingredients were. Let's see it. It is 301. Alright, let's see a Ditto. And then I am currently at around 35 berries. I think that was 38. That was 38. Okay. We can have a look at the Ditto's inventory here. 38 ingredients on a 35 carry limit. That doesn't make sense. Because at 35 it's full and it goes into sneaky snacking. And at that point it also has a bunch of berries. So I think the ingredient Pokemon here pretty much shows that the Raikou does overstack ingredients. That's huge. In the future, if there's something going on in Snowdrop Tundra, I'm going to be running the Absol. Okay, I want a good placement of that wall rain when I pop it, because it is pretty fast, and it's got berry finding as a berry specialist. All right, let's see a Walrein. That's a lot of juice. So, I don't remember how many ingredients we did have though. Let me double check here. 339. All right, there's the Walrein. Got around 65. Oh, it's still going. Okay, we got around 60 berries. That was around 20 ingredients. If we pop back into the team here. Inventory of the Walrein is 28. Relatively speaking, that's pretty significant still because it was getting so many berries. It's got the adamant nature too, so that was a lot of ingredients. Comparatively, if you look at the ingredient drop rate and all that stuff. So, the last Pokemon to pop here is... Well, that was it actually. There we go. Pop the Dedenne and pop the Pikachu. And at that point, I have a lot of berries still. I'm curious though. I'm just very excited for the Flower Festival overall. 2 Helper Whistle. I wonder which Pokemon it is that has the better berries. Let's see here. Ingredients, test. Eradicate, that is surprising. But alright. I'll switch out the Dedenne for Eradicate. I guess that was the right one. I might have multiple. Oops. Let's see it. I can just nickname it something. Eradicate B. B for berries. Alright. Yep. It's the same Eradicate. Nice. I'm gonna use a couple whistles too, just to make this even more confusing. So, before I use the whistles, the total ingredients is 370. That Tyranitar though is super weird. I am very confused by that, and I do look forward to a Brovini video at some point on these numbers because this is pretty huge. And then, yeah, I should probably show off my Raikou too, just for context. Okay, there we go. That was one whistle. Gotta do another whistle just for the sake of it. And I'm hoping to get a huge first day this week. Almost tempted to buy 8 more whistles and just like... that would be funny, man. Do a Daihuku. Alright, so I'm gonna pop into the bag and then showcase the Raikou that I did use. And at that point, I do think Brovini should have all the data that he needs to piece together something definitive, because those numbers were significant. Like, the Tyranitar should not be able to get that many ingredients no matter what. So that was the Raikou. And then for... I think my Raikou probably popped 1 to 2 times a day, so I would say between 10 and 12 total procs when I did the overstacking. Yeah, so it was this one, obviously. You can see it's tired, and it's got experience. So, yeah, it's just the base Raikou at level 25. That makes it even more interesting, because then you can compare these numbers as a new player, potentially. Because this is the Raikou that everyone's going to get, too. So, something to keep in mind for the analysis. But yeah, this was a rather long and detailed video, but I do think for those of you who are deep into Pokemon Sleep, this is for sure one that is quite interesting. So I will be reshuffling my team in the daily research video so that I don't have to bore you guys with those details if you're just here for the raw research. So hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and go check out Brovini. I think his channel is linked in all my videos. Just go down in the video description, check out Brovini. He's an amazing guy and makes great Pokemon Sleep videos. In fact, the best. So, have a good one.